So years ago, I was on call, and this was before we had video visits. So I had a flip phone. I'm just talking to the patient. It was around 5:30 p.m. The patient calls me and says, "Hey, I think I have bronchitis. I want an antibiotic." He's already been using an inhaler, but it wasn't helping. And he wasn't my patient. He was a patient of another doctor in my practice. So I'm speaking to this person for the first time. I don't know him, and I'm out with my wife, so I don't have computer access. So what happens is I ask him, well, what are you feeling? He said, "I'm feeling chest pain." I thought, well, okay, that's not good. But he said, no, I got acid reflux. So that's what's probably causing my chest pain. And I said, what else? Are you coughing? And he said, no, I'm not coughing. And I said, well, that's kind of weird for bronchitis. I'd expect you to be coughing. How about fevers? No. Were you sick prior to this? No. And I asked him, do you feel short of breath? And he said, yeah, I do feel short of breath when I walk around or exert myself. And I thought, wow, chest pain, shortness of breath. That doesn't sound good. And I said, what are you doing right now? He said, I feel fine. I'm laying in bed right now. I said, okay. Are you sweaty? Are you nauseated? And he said, no, I'm not nauseated or sweaty. So 52-year-old guy, chest pain, shortness of breath, and he wants antibiotics. He's already using an inhaler, which is not helping. And I said to him, listen, I think you need to go to the emergency room. This sounds bad. You may even be having a heart attack. I don't know, but you need to go get checked out. He's like, Doc, come on. This is acid reflux or bronchitis. I'm not going to go to the emergency room. And I said, you need to go to the emergency room. I'm not going to call in antibiotics for you. You need to go. I don't want you to die. You got to go. And his wife was on the phone listening to this, and I heard her kind of talking to him. And I said, get your wife on the phone. And she got on, and I said, you make sure he goes to the emergency room because I'm worried he's going to have a heart attack. They both talked it over, and he said, all right, I'm going to go to the emergency room. And I said, immediately, I said, you want me to call 911? And he said, no, I don't want you to call 911. My wife will take me to the nearest emergency room right away. And he was going to go to our emergency room where we admit patients. I'm thinking, okay, great. So this is good. So I get home and I document everything on the computer. It's around like 6:15 or 6:30 now. The next day I wake up and I think, well, I'm going to go look on the computer because I want to see, what happened. Was it a heart attack or did he just have some kind of bronchitis and acid reflux? And he was right. So I look on the computer around 7:30 a.m. and what do I see on the diagnosis? He did go to our ER, and what do I see? Expired, dead on arrival. The paramedics had brought him in that morning. Apparently, he didn't go to the emergency room when I told him to the previous night. I finally got a hold of his wife and said, what happened? I thought we spoke about this. She said, he didn't believe you. He said, I'm going to bed. I'll wake up in the morning, and if I still feel this way, I'll go to the emergency room. Well, he didn't wake up. When your doctor is so adamant about you going and gets your spouse on the phone and tells them, please take him to the emergency room, go. Don't take a chance. It's your life. Take care.